All right, welcome back to the Wisco Wistys. This is America. Why did you say that?
Because you said mi amigo.
Oh. Yeah.
Chuck listens to the podcast, but we don't have to speak his language during it.
Welcome back. I don't even know what episode we're on. But welcome back.
It's week 15, so 17 of season 2.
No, we missed a couple. So it's like episode 14.
Well, then -2, so it's since week 15. We're with the weeks.
No, we're one behind, I think. We were always one in front, and we missed 2. So now we're one behind.
No, we were 2 in front, I thought.
No.
I think you're wrong.
No. I don't think it matters. Does it really matter? Do people really care?
Okay, here we go. Breaking news.
Suck it. Episode 13. We're on 14.
Bill Belichick to the North Carolina football team.
Tar Heels.
The best college colors, question mark?
They're up there. I do like the
White
baby blue.
Baby blue.
Yeah.
They throw black in
What's
there.
with the green? I just noticed this. You're
Yeah,
just wearing like 3 shades of green right now.
I'm the Green Goblin.
Yeah,
I got
you are
a green
goblin.
jacket too. Totally threw me off my path there. Bill Belichick to North Carolina, you ass.
You talked about colors, and then I saw your color scheme. Yeah, he's on a
quick
college team. Apparently, NFL don't want him.
He's going to use his girlfriend as recruitment, I guess.
What?
Yeah, because she's like 24.
Oh. I thought you were serious.
No, I guess he wanted he sent out he said because they're he accepted the deal, but no, he's not the coach. And I was like, I don't understand. He said, I'll do it if, and he wrote a essay to the school, if
these are my parameters.
These are my parameters, because he wants to run it like a college football program, but
an NFL program.
NFL program at college.
Yeah.
And he wants to be in charge of everything. He wants to do everything and anything, and I think that's why he's not a head coach in the NFL.
He wants too much power.
He wants the power, and no owner is going to give up the power.
Right.
They think he looks washed after Brady left. People are scared of that. And he's so old school style. Yeah. Getting adult men to do that.
Yeah, it's like Nick Saban.
Yeah.
You can't yell and scream in the face of
a
a
counterpart, though.
30-year-old.
Nick Saban left because of NIL and 20-year-olds he was having trouble with. People transfer all the time. You're not going to create this culture of kids that are I make $15 million a year, Bill. Fuck you. You know what I mean? They're not going to care. They'll go because
a lot of people will go because it's Bill Belichick.
Yeah, but then if they're
but you're not going to get the same quality of guys that. I mean, Saban, I think, has just as much pull in the college as Bill would.
He's probably the same thing.
Maybe more because he's
Saban's
proven
not there now. So I don't. It'll be interesting because they're young for a reason. It'll be interesting in a couple years because we'll see what the effect it has on college football. Because it'd be cool if North Carolina was relevant for football.
Yeah.
And
Drake May.
NFL.
Right?
Yeah. And NFL,
Trubisky.
In 5-6 years, will those players be will NFL guys be well, he was drafted at UNC. I know who coached him.
Right.
They're more pro ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you're going to get that group. It's not just a talent thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different deals worth $30 million over 3 years.
Okay.
Which I think is less than what he made. He was never officially relayed what he made in the NFL, but I always thought it was over $20 million.
Okay. I mean, that's still a good deal.
Yeah, so that's breaking news for that. Jump into NFL recap.
Week 14 recap.
Kind of a slower week.
Yeah, I mean, we had our game on Thursday.
Our game Thursday, which we can talk about right now. We lost. The Packers lost against the Lions. Yeah. They kicked a game-winning field goal.
After a bold 4th down.
They went for it on 4th down. He tripped and then still got it.
Yeah. People are like, his knee was down. I'm like,
it's not fucking college.
Yeah.
He didn't get touched.
As long as the defender didn't touch him or force him to go down, then that's fine.
Yeah, so that was interesting.
A lot of people think the refs missed a lot of calls.
Refs were bad.
And I know that we're biased, but I would have to agree that they did miss some calls.
But
they might have missed some.
We still played like shit in the first half.
Right.
So play better in the first half, you win the game.
Right.
So Toyotathon Love has not fully come out yet, but he's starting to emerge.
Yeah.
Or we lost. But
he hasn't made a sale yet.
Yeah, I know. He's slow. Yeah, he's slowly going.
But the TRDs just came in and he's ready to roll.
Financing's down to 0. We're going. So I don't.
The Tacomas are just came in.
The
stock.
only thing I'm against, or the only thing I took out of that game is we can hang with them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that impressed by the Lions because their defense is not that impressive.
Yeah, losing Hutchinson sucks.
And they lost, like, did you see the injuries? They lost like 9 guys. Their secondary is the only thing that's alive.
And it's not that good, too.
But I also don't think we can win 4 games or 3 games in a row, however you want to look at it.
In the playoffs?
Yeah, I don't think we can. I think we say we're the 5 or 6. We can beat the 4 or 3. And then you would play the 2 or 1. You could beat one of them. I don't think we can beat Eagles and or Detroit back to back.
Because it's probably going to be one of those
And
two.
then I
or both
especially don't think we're beating Kansas City in the Super Bowl. So, like,
if they get there,
3-4. It is written.
The
Mason.
Bills put up fucking 50.
It is written.
Still lost.
Lisan Al-Gaib. It is written.
No, I refuse to believe it.
Yeah, did you see him on College Game Day? He got like every single thing right up until the Georgia game, and he was the only one to pick like Miami, Ohio. And this guy tweeted out, he goes, "He is the real Lisan Al-Gaib. May thy knife chip and shatter."
Yes. Yeah, it's cool. It's like, wow, Timothy Chalamet knows ball.
Yeah, he was just like, last year he definitely researched because he had
Pat. What's his name? McAfee.
Who that coming McCaffrey. Down the drain?
He was like, "Oh, dude, you know ball." He's
Timothy
like getting really
was,
into it.
Totally into him too.
Yeah.
Did you see he doubled the kick too? They do that like $500,000 kick.
Yeah. Yep.
Tim's like, "I'll give him 600 or whatever," and he missed. It's like, damn.
Good for you.
But
so tough. But that's a tough. We haven't beaten a single team above 500, right?
At the time we played them, or currently?
I think at the time we played them.
Well, okay. I mean, what? If you're 0-1, like, what is that?
Or maybe we've only beaten one. We've only beaten Houston. That's the only team that's above 500. Right?
Let me look. Vikings we lost to. Lions we lost to twice. Eagles. Yep. We've beaten the Rams. They're 6-6. Right?
Yeah.
Let me look. I
think so. Yeah, the Rams are now.
Colts
wait, no. Now the Rams are 7-6.
7-6. Yep, there's your team right there. We're gonna beat the Seahawks potentially.
Wow,
Cardinals are 6-7. Niners are 6-7. Bears are 4-9. Yeah, so one team.
Yeah.
Or two.
Two with Houston.
Yeah.
So that's not very impressive, but I guess whatever. You gotta win the games
who's on
against
schedule.
bad teams, so this whatever.
The other
quick thing while we're talking about Seattle and us, I know we're jumping around a little bit, but I saw this thing online who was like, if we're the 6 seed, Seattle's a 3 seed, we might have to play them again in the playoffs. Yeah. What are you doing this Sunday? You're not showing them everything on Sunday.
Yeah, you are. You have to. Here's why. This is
okay. Extra, I want to hear this. I'm genuinely like curious.
This is extra level.
Okay.
Knowledge here. We need to win Sunday.
You show them everything, thinking
hear
that you.
me out.
Okay. Sorry.
If we don't win, and say they beat us,
mm-hmm.
and then let's just say because they already beat us, the Vikings beat us.
Mm-hmm.
That's not out of the ordinary. And then we win the other 2, right? Saints, Bears.
Yeah, so we're 11.
So we would be 11-4.
Yep.
If the Rams win out, who looks like a hot team, and that's what we're going to discuss next, they win out. That means they beat the Niners at the Jets, Cardinals, home against Seattle. Seattle is tied with us if they win out, except losing to them. And who's right there? They're matched with us in the tiebreaker, and they get the tiebreaker.
So we could miss the playoffs.
We could miss the playoffs in a weird scenario,
right?
At 11-4. But those scenarios always end up happening. This is not only a wild card game and like a chance to like catch Minnesota, but it's also like make the playoffs. Like It's a huge.
Yeah, I'm never someone to be like, oh, we got this in the bag. Let's start Malik Willis. I'm not saying that.
No, you got.
I'm saying I get the argument. Yours makes more sense, but another guy I saw was like, if you are looking at the matchups, like you you kind of have to look a little bit in the future and be like, okay, we might have to play them in the playoffs. But I feel like you have stuff that you're not going to use year round, like specifically for the playoffs, like some trick plays or some like big calls. Like you've got 6 4th and 2 plays. How many 4th and 2s did you do during the year? Like you can go deeper into that playbook and be like, okay, we're going to use some of these in the playoffs because it is what it is.
Correct.
And we got to put it on the line then. So you don't have to do it now.
I don't think people really realize too. I think like, and this is a random percentage, but everything I hear is like, you're at like 60 to 75% of like, this is your shit.
Right.
This is what you run.
This is
and then
who
the other
are your identity.
30 to 20 is each week we're doing this specific against that team.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
so
more
then
matchup
when we play
based.
them again, it's like, okay, against Dallas, Dobbs was just rolling across the field and LaFleur's like, cut back.
Yeah.
He cuts back and Gilmore just kept going.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, they always do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you start doing that. Or you fake you're like you're going to cut back and then you keep going. So like I don't
like
know
you've
really
changed it on the
much.
fly because it's case by case.
Yes. And then
and it's game by game too. It could be
game.
You could play the same team twice and have 2 different adjustments.
Correct.
Depending on how the game is going and how the defense or whatever is responding.
That's a month from now.
Yeah,
so
things
like,
change.
Who's healthy?
Yeah, things change.
Right? Like that's a big difference.
I think you just gotta
it's
they
an
always
interesting
say
point.
it, but I think it's right on the head. You gotta take one day at a time, one week at a time. Just win the next game. Go 1-0 every week.
Speaking of,
but still wrapping up the last week here.
Yeah, I know. Speaking of, look at this transition. Just winning. The fucking Chiefs, man. I can't. I can't. Paige is starting to get upset. And this is when I know it's reaching levels that I've never seen before. 'Cause she's like, oh my fucking God, I fucking hate this team. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, they're losing. What do you think's going to happen? They're going to go down and kick a field goal.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't even watch football. I don't even care.
And it's not even Harrison Butker. It's like some random fucking guy that got out of a car dealership.
Who cares? And she goes, and so then I'm like, do you think he'll make it? And we're watching in bed, and he goes, doink, and goes in. And then she goes, that just went in? I said, yeah. She goes, sure fucking sake it did. And I'm like, yeah, that's a joke. I don't get it either.
Welcome to the club, Paige.
It just happens, and it's so annoying.
It's so dumb. I mean, they just get bailed out, and it's the worst fucking 12-1 team I've ever seen.
But you know what? They were like this last year, and
They were not like this last year.
Jason, they lost to the Raiders at home on Christmas Day, and he didn't throw a touchdown, Aiden O'Connell. They had 2 defensive touchdowns to win the game. Tell me they weren't like this last year.
Who won the game?
The Raiders on Christmas Day at Kansas City.
Yeah, so they lost the games that they should have, or they lost some games.
Yeah, but they're
winning every fucking game, no matter how.
But they're still
in the dumbest fucking ways.
They're still playing stupidly. The only difference that I think is a big deal is their defense is not as good this year. Without Snead and they have injuries, they're not as good. You can move the ball on them. Like Buffalo moved the ball. You forget Snead punched out the ball, Zay Flowers at the goal line, and that changed that game.
God damn it.
And then the same thing happened in Buffalo. They punched it out for Kansas City, right? So you can argue all the way. But Snead was a huge deal. Through the deep ball, they finally broke past him. Diggs dropped it, right?
Yeah.
But, like, Snead was there. He's a difference maker on their team.
Yeah.
And their left tackle sucks this year. He is getting eaten alive, and it's beautiful. It reminds me of the Bucs Super Bowl where he was just running for hell. And it just... Because he's had the most sacks in his entire career in a season already.
Aiden Hutchinson wouldn't be able to come back.
They said he
by
could.
the Super Bowl, could he?
They said he could.
Because now that you talk about their left tackle, if it truly will be Detroit and Kansas City, they need him.
They said
bad.
He could.
Zadarius Smith ain't it? I'm sorry.
Strap up on a late playoff run.
Oh God!
I don't know how explosive he's gonna
put
be.
a fucking pin in that baby and give her.
Yeah, even if he's out there
in a boot, he'd be better.
So
than
I don't want to look ahead, but just because we're talking about this, in 2 weeks, it's Christmas. We have Chiefs at Steelers.
That's a great game.
On Christmas Day at noon.
Because the Steelers are fucking
10-3.
10-3.
So if they beat them, they're 1 game out of the first seed. Like, that's a big deal. But
love it.
I think Watt lines up on the right tackle normally.
Watt?
What? What?
I feel like you said that.
I think he lines up on the right tackle. If he doesn't put his ass on that left tackle,
Yeah, why not?
they're gonna
Eat him up.
But
man.
they're
He'll
gonna
still do it.
ruin that offensive line on the edges, and I want to see it because Jawan Taylor gets a false start every fucking play.
Yeah, I
and
don't
it's
get
like,
that.
Well, the NFL just stopped caring about that.
Yeah,
It
what the
makes no
fuck?
sense.
Then we might as well just do that. They first of all they line
be
up
fair-
a full ass yard behind.
Yeah, and they call it like every so often. And then, but to be fair, Bakhtiari's been doing that for like 12 years. He started that shit. He was like, you gotta
but
know the count.
This
'cause
is a
then he was
lot
like,
more obvious. His wasn't as obvious.
No,
sometimes, but
he was
this
like
one is like every fucking
0.2
pass play.
seconds off. These guys are like half
full
a second
second.
to a full
Yeah,
second
you're like,
before.
what?
Yeah, but
They're taking their first step before the ball is in
Correct.
Mahomes' hands.
Yes. They're like moving back. It's not fair. But I want to see TJ Watt and that defense get after him. I want to see
Yeah.
Whitey just go all over him. It's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to that.
Who else do they play? The Steelers, and then
They play the Broncos at the end of the season at Denver,
that's not.
who should have
Tough.
beat them already.
Yeah, that's
and they
not,
need to win to be in the wild card.
So that's two. One for sure tough. Another one that could be tough, and then there's probably two cakewalks.
Yeah, it is.
Like the Jets or
it's
something.
the Browns, and they play the Texans. So like,
Oh, they
could
play the
Str-
Texans.
Yeah. So could
Damn.
Stroud go off? Sure. That's their like. They play 2 games. They play 15th to the 25th. They play 3 games in 10 days.
That's tough. And
Yeah.
the Steelers are
And
the last
Steelers
one.
are the last one at Pittsburgh too.
Suck it.
Let's get rowdy, baby.
Yeah.
Let's get
They
going.
need to fucking just.
If I was a Steeler fan, I'd be there.
Oh,
That'd be
man.
so fun.
I want to
Get
be
those
there, and I'm
towels
not even a
going.
Steelers
Yeah.
fan.
Renegade rolling.
Let's go.
So that's interesting because a lot is on the line, and nobody's talking about the Steelers as a good team, and nobody's talking about that fucking Mike Tomlin made the transition of a year
Yeah.
to Russell Wilson because I get paid to make these decisions, and it's worked out
To a T.
perfectly.
Yeah.
He pays him $3 million a year,
Yeah.
and he's just dotting people up now. I don't know how that works.
Because
either.
he's got everything to prove, and
Yeah,
Tomlin's
Sean
like,
Payton
why
fucked
wouldn't we
him,
fucking?
and yeah, let's just do it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. They're the least talked about 10-3 team,
Yeah, they're under the radar. They're loving, and I bet they love that.
and I mean, we're discussing it now, but they play at Philly this week. This week is loaded. Like that's a grind.
I feel like the Steelers have had a tough fucking schedule too, and they just keep winning.
their start was easy, and they're back.
Now it's like, I mean, their division is tough to
Yeah,
begin
but
with.
that's
with
the
the Ravens
back
and
half.
Bengals. The Bengals just keep getting fucking shafted. They
Yeah, but
finally barely got
Think
a win.
about this. So like the beginning was like Falcons, Colts, Cowboys, Jets, Giants, and now it's
Which when we started the season, we're like Cowboys
that
could be tough,
But
Jets could
yeah,
be tough,
they
but now
weren't.
it turned
So
out to be pretty easy.
They won, and then it's Commanders, Ravens, Browns, Bengals, Browns, Eagles, Ravens, Chiefs, Bengals. That's just a fuck show. So
That's
like
tough.
they needed to build wins, and they did.
Yeah.
So Chiefs. I fucking hate the Chiefs. The only other thing we need to talk about is Bills and
Bills,
Vikings.
Rams.
Josh Allen
What
put
else
on
can
a
he do?
show.
First guy to have
Superman.
3 rushing and 3
Superman.
throwing
I'm
touchdowns.
super concerned as
Unreal.
a fan of him that his head coach just shits himself in big moments. So they brought the ball down. They score the touchdown to be down 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or to be, with the 2 point, or with the extra point, then they're down 2, right? That's what happened, and they lost by 2.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense to go for 2 to be down 1.
Correct.
It's a field goal to win anyways.
With the extra point, they were down 2, right?
Yep.
And they ended up scoring a touchdown. But here's my question. They lined up in sneak with 3 timeouts and like a minute and some left, and he didn't get it. And they called a timeout. How do you call a timeout there? Because then what happened is Rams get the ball, 1 timeout, 2 timeout. Oh, we just have to run 1 more play, and then it
It's
rolled
over,
down, and then
yeah.
he just punted the ball sky high, and then he didn't get the ball back.
Yeah.
So you either A, when he goes quarterback sneak, we got Josh Allen. No, motherfucker. What if he doesn't get in? Because if he doesn't, you just screw. He
Yeah.
lost them the game by that.
They gotta.
You gotta
you're telling me
spread
there's
them
not
out.
an analytic guy on your team that's like,
hey, moron, you
let's-
can't stop the clock.
yeah. So what is he just not listening to that guy, or is
I
that guy
don't
just
know.
not
But like,
good at
there's
his job, or what?
Game things with him that 13 seconds is the biggest one, but that I question. And to me, it's simple. Like Dad always says, spread them out.
Yeah, get guys out of the box.
Spread him out. Put him in shotgun. And the greatest weapon ever is his legs.
Yeah,
right?
so do like a read option.
Read option, and then he can just shotgun. He can chuck it, or guess what? He could just run it in from there.
Yeah. And if they drop the ball,
it's
clock stops.
Throw it out of the end zone.
Yeah, throw it out of bounds if there's nothing
Everything's
there.
in the end zone.
And if you run towards the sideline, you get out of bounds.
And
or everything is out of bounds or dead ball.
And people are trying to argue like, well, there wasn't a lot of time left. And I'm like, there would have been like 30-some seconds, and he needs a field goal.
Yeah.
I watched him chuck flat-footed 60 yards, and he missed the guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, they can get down there.
Yeah.
That's the concern for that team.
The coaching
and the
defense. And they put up fucking
did not look good.
60 points
But
or some shit.
How scary are the Rams?
I mean, that's the last team you want getting going because you know Sean McVay is going to be good.
If we beat
situations.
Seattle and the Rams win, we could be playing the Rams, and I don't want to fucking see the Rams in the first round. We've owned them. LaFleur owns them.
Yeah.
He bends them over and owns them. But I
wouldn't want to test
with
it.
Puka and Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, fucking Puka.
We didn't play either one of them when we played them.
Puka's the reason you're in the playoffs, by the way.
No, you won too.
But Allie should have lost.
It doesn't matter if you win. I'm in.
I won?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Jamar Chase had 50.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, Jamar Chase and Puka are the reason you're in.
Yeah.
Because Allie's like, poo-poo Nakuka. He put up like 45 points.
Yeah, he went off. So
yeah,
that's concerning.
Vikings, are you...
I just don't think they're legit.
Yeah, I mean...
Everyone's starting to think they're legit.
They beat Kurt, and he fucking looks so bad.
He does. He looks bad. I think he's done after this year with that team.
You can't. Yeah,
signed a 3 or 4 year deal. I think he's done.
You drafted Penix. Mm-hmm. Like you have to go with him
but
now, or else you look like an idiot.
I don't think you play Penix this year though.
No,
because you're putting him in, and then if he doesn't look good, everyone's like, oh god, like just let him chill.
Let him crash and burn, because then it makes the decision
the Kyle
easier.
Pitts thing will work out.
I also want to say that the Eagles barely scraped by against the fucking Panthers.
So we need to talk about that because I listened to.
The Panthers are starting to show some.
Bryce Young's looking good.
Some
Props
light,
to you, buddy.
Yep.
Xavier, I sent you that pass where he just dropped that.
Yeah.
He eats coon. Did you hear that today?
What? Who are you pointing to?
He eats coon. In his southern accent, he eats coon. And they go, what?
Raccoon?
I'm on Raw and them. They're like, what? And he's like, yeah, raccoon. I hunt them, I skin them, and I cook them up. I'm like, oh, what? Yeah,
he eats coon.
Yeah. I was like, okay. But he dropped. They could have won. Like,
that's crazy. I know. If
but
he
we
catches
need to talk
the damn
about
ball.
the Jalen Hurts thing.
Is he not it?
Well, the AJ. So there's beef, and this is like deeper than I thought about this. So Brandon Graham, like yesterday, was on his podcast. And he's
Who's
like,
that?
They're DN55. He talks a lot of shit. He tore his like try or something, so he's done. He was like, yeah, Jalen and him aren't really friends anymore. They got to figure things out. He just said that on his podcast. Like
Jalen and who?
AJ Brown. He just said that out loud.
Number one receiver?
And he's like, yeah, 1 and 11. You know, they're not really friends anymore. They got to figure things out.
And then own teammate?
Then he had to retract that statement. So here's the thing. They've been friends since Bama. Okay?
They were on the same team, were they?
Well, he was at Ole Miss. AJ.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
DK,
right.
remember him?
Yeah. Damn.
They're friends since then. So this is just, put that to the side. I guess, so I'm just hearing what Sims said when he watched the tape. He's like, it got to the point where I was like, is it personal? Because he goes, first read on the play. I know it's the first read on the play. He looks at him, and he doesn't throw it.
Was he open?
Yes. Like 6 to 7 times in the game. And he shows him, and it's like a simple in cut. And like Devontae's open too. He doesn't throw Devontae, but 11's the first read, and he just doesn't throw it. And then it leads to him like a scramble and a throwaway. So there's like weird things like that. I guess Jalen Hurts has been vocal. This is what they were reporting, Sims and Florio, that
it's all hearsay.
He said, Sims said the offense is simple. It's like it's really simple. They're the definition of Jimmy's beat the Joes.
Yeah, we're
not an X's and O teams. We're just more talented.
Yeah, we're gonna beat
Hurts
you even though you know what
wants it that way. He's like, this is what we did to get to the Super Bowl. We're this good. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
So he's limiting their scheme. Hurts doesn't make checks at the line. Hurts doesn't do audibles.
Yeah.
He's like,
I've heard or read that he doesn't read defenses
Philly
well
is
or
the
whatever.
definition of they'll walk up to the line and 100 times out of 100, this defense will stop this play and they'll go,
We're running it.
we're running it.
because what if they stop the play, then we got the
Just
next
move
one.
on.
Or
Maybe
say we
Saquon
might
makes a
break
miss.
it. Yeah.
But like that's banging your head against the wall. The
Yeah,
other
what?
thing, apparently, Hurts rides the plane home with the owner, not the team. I don't know if this is an every game thing, but sometimes, some games, he's on the plane with the owner while the rest of the team is not. And he is held at a higher standard than everyone else.
Yeah, I don't like that if that's true.
So he's refusing. He sounds like a player in New York right now. I'm not going to lie. He's refusing to cooperate with certain things, adjustments. And then there's other rumors.
I just can't see him being like that. He just seems like such a down-to-earth guy.
Rumors. He is also the godfather of A.J. Brown's kid. So there's like a deep connection there.
Yeah.
And Sim said there's other rumors I'm not going to get into because I don't know the full point of it, and I don't know if there's any validity or not. Makes me think there's some kind of cheating or some kind of like...
Oh, like...
I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
God.
what would you infer when you hear that?
Some kind of cheating?
Or some kind of...
Like he's banging AJ's wife or something?
Jalen just... I think he just got engaged. So maybe it's the other way. When you hear that, what do you think? That's what mind jumps to. I have no proof of any of this, by the way. This is what I'm inferring.
Yeah, it's just drama. It's just hearsay.
What do you think?
I don't know.
That's nuts, though, and they're winning. That's the problem.
Yeah,
they're on
they hate each other and they're
8-game
still
win
fucking
streak.
winning.
So when you're losing, what happens?
That's way worse. Yeah.
It's a reflection of the head coach. Just putting that out there.
Right.
He stinks.
He's got zero control.
That's a big deal. They play the Steelers and if I'm Mike Tomlin, I'm telling Joey Porter Jr., I'm like, you ask AJ, like, hey, you were open. He didn't throw you the ball there.
Yeah, get in his fucking head.
You poke that wound all fucking day. And if I'm Tomlin, I'm chirping him on the sideline.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to get in there.
Yeah.
It's mind games. Love it.
I heard your son's godfather missed his... it's his birthday.
I heard he's not showing up
Yeah.
at these events. Huh?
That's funny. Yeah, that's fun. It sounds like a good week of football coming up.
I just have to say one other thing quick. Last week, I've never seen a team block a punt, touch the punt,
and then
not
still
recover,
not get the ball,
and then have the other team recover it, and that's
and then
why
go
they
to
lose
win.
the game.
Yeah.
Dallas.
I was playing Xbox and watched that, and I'm like, oh, of course they fucking blocked it. And then I look, I'm like,
did they
wait,
get the
what?
ball?
Did they just get the ball?
I know.
I'm like, wait. No, that's their ball. I had to like do the math because that never happens.
Me and Paige are in like a serious conversation.
That's like muffing it way at the end of the field, like where you catch the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I was
like,
like,
damn.
She's like talking, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? She's
Hold
like,
on.
what? And I'm like, he just touched the ball. God damn.
That's funny.
Okay, we got to go fantasy playoffs.
Yeah, Cole fucking snuck in by the skin on his nuts.
Baby. You're shaking. I can see those balls of yours just
my balls?
shaking. Yeah.
What?
We're rolling. I won. I beat Alexa.
Yeah.
And because Owen lost, Mom also lost, and it doesn't matter because Mom has 35 more points than Owen for points for.
Oh.
So poor Owen just got rocked
Damn.
this year. So Mom
he'll be back though.
moves into the lowest seed, which launches me from out of the playoffs to the second lowest seed.
So now
the fifth seed. So now
you
I
gotta play Pagey Poo, Dad and Pagey Poo if you beat him.
Not necessarily.
Wait, does it flip?
It goes by lowest. It reseeds to lowest.
Okay.
I make sure that was happening because we're not the college football playoff. Did you see that? Oregon, if they win, they got to play Ohio State. Or if Oregon wins, they have the highest odds.
It's like the
to win
NBA
the
where they
playoffs.
don't reseed.
Yeah, they have the highest odds to win the playoffs. The next three teams, they have to play in the bracket. Does that compute? Oregon has the highest odds to win the playoffs.
Does that compute?
Then it's like
Fucker.
Ohio State. Then it's like Georgia, and then someone else. They would have to play all of them.
So that's just
to win
bad luck because they got
because of
right
how
there?
the stupid ass bracket's set up.
And like Boise
Yeah,
State has to play.
Penn
like,
State has a
fucking
better
JMU
path,
or some
and they
shit.
lost the Big Ten championship game.
Yeah.
Guys like Oregon should have just said, "We're not going to play. We don't care."
Yeah.
There's no college.
That's dumb.
I love the 12. It's on the same day as all this football on Saturday, the 21st. So just great football day, but stupid. But yeah, so I'm in. I play dad. Smack Talk has already started. He's like, Brock Bowers out for the year. I'm like, he hasn't even what? So that's bad. But what I'm really interested
He's
in
projected to win right now.
is if I win and Allie wins.
Allie is gonna.
If I win and Allie wins, I go to Paige, Allie goes to you, and then
The
it's
battle
just
of the houses.
disaster because then they're knocking us out. So then they're forcing the mustaches on.
Yeah, it's like, how badly do you want to win?
Yeah. Also, if we win,
how badly do you want to look at me in the face
right?
with a mustache?
And then if we win, only one of us has a mustache, which is even worse.
God.
So it's
I want there to be a way where we meet in the championship, though. So how does that happen? If you
that
win,
way,
and if
Allie
Allie
wins
wins.
and I win.
Because if mom wins, she goes over
to Paige,
here.
and I go to you.
Because you and mom are the lower seeds.
Mom's the 6, I'm the 5, Allie's the 3, Dad's the 4.
Okay.
You're the 2, she's the 1.
Okay. So if Allie and Dad win, it stays.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why it's set up looking like that.
I
I know. If we meet in the
So I want Allie to win.
Yeah, but then you got to play her, and her team's. I know
her
pumped about
team's
playing
good.
Dad. He's like, Dad put up the most points ever this season on Paige. She only had like 120. He put up 208.
Holy shit.
He's like, I feel fine. I'm like, you used them all. They're gone now.
Yeah.
You're gonna suck next week. Bring it on.
My thing is that we still have 4 games left in the season.
Correct, and there's 3
So
weeks. That's how we set it up.
4, there'll be 3, and then there's 2 left still. So it's
Yeah.
okay. It's not a 2-week championship though.
No.
Yeah.
I don't do that shit.
I
either.
like that.
But the biggest thing is because all the stats are coming out because most people's playoffs, you have the highest scoring quarterback, you have the highest scoring wideout.
Yeah.
Paige has the top 3 out of 5. She's 3 out of the top 5 highest scoring wideouts. She has McLaurin and Jigba and Amon-Ra. That's why she's in it. You can tell who's high and who's not because of who's on their team. I'm like, this is ass, man. No one on my team is even on that list.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting. We'll see.
I
how
need
it goes.
Lamar to step up though. He hasn't been doing shit lately. Caleb Williams has been my QB1.
That's a problem.
So hopefully with the bye they get that shit figured out.
I'm on 2 new quarterbacks, so that's great.
Yeah. It'll be exciting. You could have a mustache. You could know you're going to have a mustache in 2 months after this week.
Yeah.
That's scary. How scared are you?
No, I believe. I believe in my team.
All right, you got some games for us?
Yep, we got games. We'll do the beer bracket first.
Okay.
Just because we're just going to discuss it. It's not a game.
Cool.
It's a bracket like college football playoff. Have you seen this?
Actually, I just saw that today, yeah.
Did you?
But mine's different, so yeah, this will be fun.
It's the Elite 8. We're just going to discuss. It's just different kinds of beers and which one wins.
And different kinds of beers.
In settings.
Meaning not brands.
Yeah. So it's shower beer versus backyard beer.
I don't want to know.
8.
I don't want to know the seeds because that's going to mess
me up. Doesn't really matter. Shower beer versus backyard beer.
So,
I'm a backyard beer guy now. I'm not fucking 20. I don't drink shower beers.
They had shower beer winning it all. I have shower beer out in the first round.
Yeah, I have backyard beer.
I like a backyard beer because when I think of a backyard beer, I think of being by mom and dad's pool.
They have bags next to it.
Sitting next to playing bags after you mowed the lawn, just sitting on the porch.
You mow the lawn often? Because I don't know if you've mowed the lawn more than twice.
I just bought a fucking house.
In the last 3
I didn't have
years.
a lawn to mow.
Yeah, but exactly. So what do you mean? You mowing the lawn?
I just got a house.
Down. You haven't done it in 3 years. How would you know what it feels like? I mowed mom and dad's and mine all summer.
You don't think I've mowed a lawn and had a beer after? I've been able to drink for 10 years now.
I know, but you haven't done it in 3.
Yeah, so that leaves 7 years. I know what it's like. Christ, I can put it together in my head.
You haven't been able to drink for more than
I'm going to be 30.
Yeah, 9 years.
Yeah, I said 10. Okay, sue me.
Really, it's 8.
You think I started?
Okay, beach beer or hot tub beer?
So, okay. I'm a hot tub beer guy.
I'm agree. I'm not a big beach fan to begin with. So.
Sand. Call me Anakin Skywalker.
So backyard versus hot tub.
That took you a while.
Yeah, I had a thought.
Wait, no, we got to do the whole first round.
I'm doing the final. We're moving up.
We didn't do the bottom ones.
I'm just doing the top.
Why? You got to do the first round first.
That's not how I roll with the bracket. I'm rolling this backyard beer.
No, I want the first round.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. I don't want to know who's got to fight whoever in the final.
We're just going to get to the final.
No, do it the right way.
No.
Do you pick in your fucking March Madness bracket?
Do you just go all the way to the final four.
And then you go
I go.
You don't go, I do all 64
No,
games first, and then I do the next round.
Why do you think they announced
and then
them
I do
in
the next
the
round.
Midwest and the
And then I do the
South
next
and the
round,
North
and
or
then I do
whatever?
the next round, and then I
I
do the
finish
championship.
all the way to the Elite Eight. This is my Final 14. All the way to the Elite Eight, Final 14.
Comment,
Discuss
please.
it.
Who is right? This is ridiculous. Who the fuck does that?
Okay, fine. Stadium beer or rooftop beer?
See, I agreed with them on this one. I'm a rooftop beer.
I agree.
I like the vibes, I like the ambiance.
And I do it more often, too.
You like
Stadiums once or twice.
Excuse me. You like the view, obviously, on a rooftop, usually. Depends on what city, I guess. But stadium beers, very expensive.
Yeah, and
unless you're at like the...
Most rooftop, you're with more people than just the 3 that are 4 that are sitting next to you.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's... Stadium beers is fun because you get the ambiance of a game and you get all that excitement and stuff.
Airport beer or post-exam beer?
This is the one I didn't agree with them. I'm an airport beer.
See, I've never really drinking much at a beer. At a beer.
What a sentence. I've never really drinking much at a beer.
At an airport. Because like I haven't been in a position where I've had the long layover and then I wasn't old enough. And then when we were in Europe, I was sick, so I didn't want to drink a beer.
If you've never been on a vacation with like friends too, like if you're with family and there's just not the vibes. So I've been on a vacation with friends and you're like, guys,
to me,
we're on vacation. What are we doing? We don't have to drive anywhere.
Yeah.
You're
Ubering.
That's what the pilot's for. Yeah. That's what the Uber is for. You know,
I would say airport.
They're expensive too.
That counts as like on the flight too.
Post-exam beer is nice though. It's been a while since I've been removed from exams.
But rooftop beer wins that whole row.
Well, okay, now let's go to the next round.
It's rooftop or post-exam or airplane.
Yeah, I still think rooftop.
It's rooftop in the championship, and then it's backyard versus hot tub.
Okay, so this one,
let
me think.
We're not supposed to spend a lot of time on this. Figure it out.
Backyard or hot tub. Okay, I will go backyard too, only because hot tub... Unless you have a cooler right next to you, and
not as often.
You're around a hot
and it's like
thing.
Three people.
The beer's gonna get warm.
Yes, I like the back. I think backyard beer is
backyard's a little more.
Backyard beer is my champion
because it's backyard and what's the other rooftop.
Both good, but
I would say backyard beer. I would say backyard beer is my champ. What seed is that then?
8. It's the
8
lowest.
seed. Hell yeah. I think backyard's the winner because it's cheaper. One, rooftop beer, you're going to have to pay for it. Backyard beer is a case or whatever that you bought a lot cheaper. Vibes are immaculate.
Before we get to the next one, I have to tell a quick story. This broke my heart yesterday.
Okay.
I was livid last night.
Uh-oh. This is my initial reaction to this story too.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I put in 2 bets last night.
Okay. I thought I was gonna be sincere.
One, you get 1 protected, which means if you lose, you get the money back.
Okay.
All of it. I had 2, and I was like, do I want to do 2 of them? I like 2 of them.
2 protected
2 different ones. No, 1 not protected, 1 protected.
Okay.
And I was like, well, if you know what I mean? Like, if I lose the $20 and then I don't lose, like, is it... I just went with the 1.
Okay, the protected one?
The protected one. The protected one, I got everything right, and I can prove it to you here, except 1 assist short for Shea, and I lost on $132.60. 20 bucks. Okay?
Damn. That's tough.
It gets worse.
That's why I don't bet.
I sent to
how
Ross.
You get would suck.
This is the one I wanted to do, and it hit. It was $195.
And he just didn't do it?
I sent it to him. I was like, what do you think? And he's like, I don't know. I sent it to Justin. I'm like, what do you think? He goes, I don't know about Lillard. He goes, I think you'll hit the over. I was like, no, I don't believe it. So it maybe started questioning. I'm like, not that one. It fucking hit at $195. I could have won like $340 last night with nothing.
That's funny.
And I was pissed. And I'm texting Ross. By the way, each week, I got no 69 texts, by the way. I talked to him all night last night.
No 69
Nothing.
texts.
So each week, we're going to put in a little, like...
Yeah, a little Easter egg.
I don't know what you want to... We'll say... what did he say? We'll do one a week, and if until we hear
Yeah.
we're going to keep going.
And then we'll just keep going, too. Oh, yeah, do his Hinge one.
We'll say CTA employee. That's what we'll say.
Okay.
CTA employee. Text me that, and then
the reference is to a pickup line that Ross sent to a girl on Hinge, and it's a little
Brutal.
too explicit
Yeah,
for
it's-
this podcast.
Yeah, brutal.
CTA employee.
CTA employee. Or
Text it to
CTA,
Cole,
text it
Ross,
to me, then
so we know that you're actually
we'll prove
watching.
it. But I
Because
was.
this is deep, too. We're like 40 minutes into this thing.
Yeah, he said, I'm gonna get it. I'll tell you the good parts. I'm like, okay, we'll see. But that pissed me off.
Yeah.
Next game, and then we got to do the picks. We're gonna do the word game.
Okay.
15 words to find 8 names. Or
Oh, yeah,
by
yeah,
names,
yeah.
Remember?
So you say, like, Lambo, and then the name is, like, Vince Lombardi.
Correct.
Like, they're clues. You have to give clues.
So I have
and you have to try to use this. You can only
16
use 15 words total.
So I have 16 words. I want you to start listing off numbers of which ones you want me to like that is part of the game. Okay.
What?
So it's 8 words that the game is.
Are those,
Eight-
you
eight-
have those already?
I have. It's 8, right?
Okay.
I put 16. I want you to choose out of the 8.
so you've
and
numbered
then
them.
now I'm.
So
gonna-
now it's a random. So you okay? I got
But
it.
I want you to choose which
do
ones. Go slow here.
evens.
Okay.
Just do evens.
Oh fuck.
And I have to guess the words.
Yep. So you get 15. I get 15 words
To
for you to
describe
guess the
my
8. Now these are all NFL related. They're people, places, things,
Fuck.
ideas.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Keep it to like people, or keep it to like stadiums.
That's a thing. That's a place.
Okay. Well, what the fuck? This is too broad of a.
I think we can get it.
All right. You better know your clue words then,
And then-
know how I think.
Next year or next week, you're doing it for me.
Okay.
Because this is tough.
Yeah, we'll see if it's the clue giver or just the dummy.
So you got to
on
keep
the
track of
receiving end.
how many words I use.
Okay, I'll count to my hand.
Kiss.
Kiss. Tom Brady.
Bingo!
Because Tom Brady kisses his kids on the lips.
Yes.
Even though they're not really babies, they're like adolescents, and that's kind of weird. While he's getting massaged. Look it up. Well,
Can we use their number? That's kind of cheating, huh? If I use their number, if they're a player, that's kind of.
I mean, you could, but there's a lot of people who have certain numbers.
It's true. I'll say this.
You're saying a lot of words. Am I supposed to be counting all
No,
these?
this is fun.
So kiss was one.
I mean, this is an acronym, but I'm going to use it as one word. MVP.
MVP. Josh Allen.
Correct.
Okay.
That's huge to get those first 2.
Because I know how you think, and you
Yes.
think Josh is MVP. So I
Yes.
was like, okay. I was thinking
Oh, shit.
my homeboy, but... So we're 2 for 2.
Yeah, this one's tough, though.
But we're 2 for 2. And if you
With-
think about it, each...
Supposed to take 2
You
words.
could take 2
yes.
words for some of
No,
these.
that's why it's big.
So make sure... Like, big wiener. You know? Whatever.
I'm going to... Does Green Bay count as 1 word or 2? It's 2 technically.
That's 2 words.
Oh, fuck.
Well, that's a clue. Now I know you're talking about Green Bay.
No, I'm not. I'm just
Okay.
using it as an example.
Okay. Don't cheat now. Come on, baby. Come on. We have a time limit here.
Douche. Wide out.
Wide out is 1 word. So that's
That's 2.
That's 2. So we're at 4. A douche wideout. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yes! I didn't know how else to do that, little prick.
Yeah, let's go.
I thought you were going to say George Pickens, too. I was like, oh, God.
No.
Okay.
Nice. We're rolling now. And that's 3 of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shaving.
Shaving. Shit.
Come on.
Shaving.
This is the pull of a century.
Like Gillette?
Come on!
Oh, Gillette Stadium?
Yes!
I'm thinking of like my first thing was, is there a player who has like a Gillette shaving commercial? But then I'm like, oh wait, the stadium. Yeah, the Patriot Stadium.
How many words have we used? 5.
Shaving. That's 5. Yeah.
And we have 4 people left.
Hell yeah.
So we got 10.
10 words for 4 things. So start going, man.
Big head.
Big head.
Oh shit! I probably should have prefaced this too, but
That's fine. Big head.
because it doesn't. I'll say
literally.
This. Well,
no.
if
I
you-
mean, don't use
yeah, if you
words.
don't-
Big head. We're at 7 now.
mm-hmm.
Who's got a big head?
Do it. You can do it.
Who has a big head? Fuck. I have faith that we can get the other ones in one. So give me another word.
Retired.
Retired. Big head. Oh, Peyton Manning.
Yes.
Damn it.
I don't know how else to get his ass.
I'm not thinking of.
I
Yeah,
know,
that's
the
my
other
bad.
thing
I
should've
didn't
said,
realize that.
because
I said Tom
some
Brady.
Of these people aren't current.
Yeah.
So what are we at? 9. 9 for 3. That's 2 each. Because 16 or 15, that'd be 6. So
Yeah.
2 each.
Yep. Try to get it in less though. We want to get the record. We want to set a record here. This is tough.
Yeah, this guy's really hard.
Use 2 of them. That's fine. You can say like Lions if that's the team he plays for. You know, shit like that. That'll make things easier.
Packers. So you don't know, right? Just throw out a quick guess.
Matt LaFleur.
– 2014.
2014, 10 years ago I'm supposed to remember this shit?
Who's a notable Packer from 2014?
I mean, Aaron Rodgers.
We're screwed.
Hold on.
Fumble.
Brandon Bostic?
Yeah.
Oh, well, what the fuck? How am I supposed to know that?
He's the most. Well, how do you think I was gonna get there? We got three words with 2 people. We can do it.
1 gets 2, 1 gets 1. Use this easiest one first.
Wall.
Sean McVay.
Yeah.
Is that cheating? Is that cheating? The wall. His hair looks like a fucking wall.
Okay, so 2 left for this guy.
Yeah. This guy, that's cheating.
No women in sports.
Yeah, but it's a person now.
Referee.
Oh, God. Ed Hochuli.
Yeah, baby.
We didn't even need it. We didn't even
I was
need
gonna say
it.
Jack.
I would have thought of that guy. I mean, there's a couple jacked ones now,
I know,
too.
but he's the OG.
Yeah, he is. Ed Hochuli.
That's a tough one, but good game.
Ed Hercules. Yeah, that's fun. I like that game.
All right, let's
Do
finish.
some picks here. We
Yep,
got
finish
we
her
got
up.
time. 10 minutes.
Yeah. I'm up 5.
Fuck.
Because you went 7 and 6 this week. I went 9 and 4. The only reason you took away,
Oh.
because I picked the Lions, you picked the Packers. I picked the Cowboys, you picked the Bengals. You
Yeah,
picked the
you
Chargers,
dumbass.
I picked the Chiefs.
Fucking A. I shouldn't have lost that, though.
Yep.
Doink City.
And then you picked, who was the last team you picked? And I was like, what the fuck? One other team. I totally forgot who it was, but it was stupid of you. so I picked them. Okay, on to this week. Thursday night's pretty good. Rams Niners.
Yeah, they're getting healthier.
Niners. Niners are 3-point favorites.
Wow. I like the Rams, though.
I do too. Upset Rams.
Is that my upset?
Yeah. Sunday at noon. Bengals Titans.
Bengals. On a roll, baby.
Chiefs Browns.
Chiefs. Browns are wearing their all whites.
Okay.
Like with the white
helmet
helmet and everything. Yep.
Commanders Saints at. Commanders are 7.5-point favorites on the road.
I like the Commanders too.
This is a sneaky good game. Cowboys at the Panthers. Panthers are 3-point favorites.
Yeah, baby.
I'm taking the Panthers. I believe. And I fucking hate the Cowboys. You going to try to catch me?
I have to.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go Cowboys.
Dolphins Texans. Texans coming off the bye, 3-point favorites
Even
at
though
home.
I said I'd never pick the Cowboys again.
Yeah, you just did. I hope that bites you in the ass. Okay.
Can I change my pick?
No.
What are we doing?
Dolphins Texans. Texans coming off the bye.
Dolphins, Texans. Do it, bitch.
I'll take Dolphins. Waddle's on my team. He's starting to explode a little bit. Jets at the Jags. Jets are 3-point favorites on the road. I think they can win that game. I'll take the Jets.
Yeah, it's
They're
only
both
because they're
3
on
and
the
10.
road. Who the fuck is their quarterback?
Mac
Jaguars.
Jones.
Yeah, I'll take the fucking Jets.
Ravens are 16-point favorites at the 2-11 New York Giants.
That's my lock.
Yeah, you probably want to play this week. You
I
don't need a
know.
bye week.
Damn it.
Potential game of the day, you tell me. Bills at the Lions. Lions are only 2.5-point favorites.
I like the fucking Bills, baby. They're beatable.
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna take
What a game, though. I mean, shit.
Great game. If Allen loses, this throws the MVP into just all up in the air. If he wins it, I think it secures the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the Lions. I think they'll run it down their throat.
Lions are wearing their blacks against all white.
But I want the Bills to win. So
I don't know what their pants are. I hope they wear black.
They should.
But all blacks.
Good
with
game.
The blue helmets for the
Bucks
Lions.
at the Chargers. Chargers are 2.5-point favorites.
Yeah, I like Chargers.
I do too. Colts at the Broncos. Another good game. Broncos are 4-point favorites.
Colts at the Broncos is a good game.
Colts are 6 and 7. Broncos are 8 and 5. Colts are looking to get in.
Yeah,
Colts are on a hot
fuck
streak.
that.
I'm taking Broncos.
Denver.
Patriots at Cardinals.
Cardinals.
The other great 325 game.
Pittsburgh.
Steelers at the Eagles. Eagles are 5.5-point favorites.
Oh boy, I don't know, man. That's a tough one. I like the Steelers.
I'm not against that either. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, the fucking Eagles barely beat the Panthers.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles
because they're at home.
No, I'm gonna go with the Eagles like spiral. Steelers win.
Oh, okay.
Because of the drama.
Yeah.
Sunday night football. Packers at the fucking worst stadium in the league. Seattle.
Yeah. Did you know that
we're
we're all whites this game?
We're doing that again.
I thought we were only doing it once this year, but we were playing all whites against, guess what?
The Neons?
The Neon!
God.
Yeah, that's the
hate
matchup.
that.
All whites against their neon
I'm taking us.
highlighters. I'm taking us too. We're going to fucking win, baby.
Monday night, we got 2 games. Woo! Can't
Why?
wait.
Why do they do that?
Because they fucking hate us. We have 5 325s.
Oh.
We got Bears, Vikings, 6.5 for the Vikings. What?
I forgot these existed.
Who?
The fucking all white Vikings.
with the
Those are sick.
Yeah,
you guys
those
are
are
going to
cool.
love these. If you haven't seen them yet, the all white Vikings on Monday night.
Vikings have
Fuck
good
yeah.
unis and
Just to yeah, in general. These are sick.
Falcons, Raiders. Falcons.
Yeah.
All right.
Somehow they're going to win.
That's it.
Yeah.
Good
That'll be
week.
fun.
Good-
Damn, that's a good
good
week
company.
of football, man.
Yeah, we got a good Thursday next week.
And Allie finished her finals. Congrats to Allie. And now she doesn't be stressed. 'Cause she was very stressed.
I'm going to end it right there.
Yeah. You were waiting to see what I was going to say, huh?
Got nothing else
She
to
watches this. I'm not going to shit on
say.
her.
Does she? I don't believe it. Let's drop an Easter egg. Allie.
Text me
Yeah. I don't know. It's your Easter
something you never say normally.
Puka Nakua.
Yeah. Just text me poo poo.
Poo poo. See if you win. Okay.
Yeah.
See ya.
All right. Bye.